and gentlemen, Alice Coffman has just run her 100th marathon! And what a place to do it. Probably one of the maddest events you've ever done, so you picked a good one. So first ever marathon was Paris, I believe, back in 2016. So the 3rd of April 2016, you journeyed to Paris for your first ever marathon, and here we are, another 99 marathons on top of that, doing your 100th marathon in a Tesco supermarket. We've never done a marathon in a Tesco supermarket before. I've never done a presentation in a Tesco supermarket before, so we've got a couple of firsts today.
Amazing.
And one of the things I do like to do with everybody's journey, whether it be 100 half marathons, 100 marathons, 100 ultra marathons, is turn their journey into a unique pin number. And yours is 3739, so 3,739, which is the number of days that have elapsed since your first marathon back in Paris, back in April 2016 up until today, which, if you want that in a sort of an English currency, if you like, is 10 years, 2 months and 26 days. So only a little bit over 10 years to do 100 marathons, which is amazing. 6 of those marathons, I'm very happy to say, including today, have been with us. And it vexed me for a little while when I had a look at those stats, because you ran the first couple under your maiden name, which I think was green, wasn't it? But I worked it out and put it together. So 6 Phoenix with us today. There are also a couple of 100 milers in that finishing total, I think. So not only marathons in the total, but a couple of ultras, in fact more than 2 ultras. There's a few other in between 26.2 and 100 miles there, but 200 milers, which is just brilliant. So we have of course got some accolades to commemorate today. So first of all, we have got the coveted Phoenix wings, which are in the 100 Marathon Club colours. So that's basically a little thank you for choosing to celebrate number 100 with us. So there's a set of those for you. Then, next, we'll do the commemorative number, get that the right way up. This one is absolutely covered in signatures. So pretty much everyone who's come along today, run round and round this supermarket, has put a little scribble on there. So I hope you've got a frame somewhere for that one. Next, we will do the 100 button. Assume the position. Woo. There you go, a perfect handover. And there's a little stand to go with that as well. And normally we would move on to the medal and the shirt. But there's one other thing that I just need to slide into this presentation, because I happen to know that you've run in a lot of different counties in those 100 marathons. In fact, for every marathon you've done, every other marathon has been in a new county, including today. So today, you get your 50 counties patch from the 100 Marathon Club. And there are not many of those out there, so stitch it somewhere sensible.
I will.
There you go.
Thank you.
There's very few of those, so that is absolutely brilliant. Next, we have the medal. So the medal is the bit where we officially welcome you in to the 100 Marathon. This is one of the old school medals that you've selected in a box, and there's a pin to go with that too. So let's just pop that in there. Medal. And last, but definitely not least, I get to introduce you to another one of the world's most expensive running shirts. Not just a lot of money goes into earning one of these, although of course it does, because you've travelled around 50 different counties to get yours, and some different countries, with Paris as a starting point. So this one is called Alice on both sides. So it's my very great pleasure to pass this over to you, Alice. You've got any hands left? There we go. And officially welcome you into the 100 Marathon. Ladies and gentlemen, Alice Coffman, 100 Marathon!
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Amazing. That is fantastic. Welcome to the club. Thank you. I have got a few words to say. On the way to 100 marathons, I did road races, trail races, marathons and ultras. I did 3 marathons at night. I did 2 sets of double marathons. I did 10 loops of Grand Prix track, 21 laps of an estate in East London, and 106 laps of a running track. I did a race that started at the RD's house, did an all-female race. I did 5 marathons in fancy dress, a harlequin, a fortune teller, a butcher, a strawberry, and a packet of Rice Krispies. I did one when I was off sick from work with a cold, not my current job, which I don't recommend. I did one 4 days after eye surgery, don't recommend that either. I did 5 extra ultras that didn't count, ranging from 54 miles to 100 miles, and I did 33 extra marathons that didn't count, and I've moved house 9 times in the time it's taken me to run 100 marathons. The first time I saw someone in a 100 marathon t-shirt was at my 2nd marathon, and I said, have you really done 100 marathons? And she said, actually this is my 237, which is what they always say. My fastest one was in 3 hours and 49 minutes at Manchester in 2024. My slowest one was at Marathon de Medoc in 6 hours 51 minutes in 2023. I've won one of them in Hornsey in the East Riding of Yorkshire. I've done 21 ultras and 79 marathons, and I'm still doing new things and I'm doing my longest distance, 135 miles at Ring of Fire in September. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to Rick for putting on these crazy events, which I absolutely love, and to my lovely husband Ben, who has stood around in a car park for about 6 hours today, and many other unscrupulous places. My parents who let me stay